confluence of the Three Rivers is Acrisure Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. He understands all of the pressure is on the home team. He wants his team to come in here and make a name for themselves. Even though they're not high in the rankings, he said, we have something to prove here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
Going with the ground game left. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Shoots it to the left. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Running free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. What a terrible, terrible shank. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Turner. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Kent. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Kick is in the air. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Daniels. They've got the screen set up. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Noles with the 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got a man, it's Yates. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers!
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Slips through the line. All the way out to the 46-yard line before he's run out of bounds, and what a job by this special teams unit. The Seminoles have it back, though, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Under fire. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Hard running there. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The corners are walked up tight. The play-action fake. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. The short hands. It's Knight. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Got a man. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room, it's Turner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Makes the grab. It's Hicks. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages.
Takes him in stride inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Trying play action. Oh, he wants it all. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. On the draw, it's Turner. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They kick it away on fourth down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And the returner is stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air. It's Daniels. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Power football with the run. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with Bowling Green taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
And it's the Falcons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
That's caught. It's Yates. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a 1-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the 1st drive.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky 1st half. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down. Makes it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, no. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did tack on the extra point. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hunt. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll start this drive with an end around. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense is...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. On 4th down, looking to pass. Rush is on him. Still running at the 40. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And you got to be wondering about the psyche of that cornerback now who just gave up the big play. He's going to be looking for that corner route later in the game. He's got to be careful he doesn't overcommit to the outside, because if he does, that could mean a big home run type completion if there's a big in-breaking route by his receiver.
From the gun, give on the inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up to the completion.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Looking for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
On the run from inside, and the ball's free deep in his own territory. Bounced right back to them.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's open on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by 1 score late in the game, and score a touchdown to steal this thing and win it. This is what playing the position is all about.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just running their offense.
He makes a catch. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. Took it all the way back to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Back to pass, it's Daniels. A shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give to the single back. Discards him with the stiff arm. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team.